What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Val's Prime Sports back at again with a video. The New York Knicks season's over. Y'all know I do this every year. Every time the Knicks, when they seasons wrap, lower my expectations. Nobody expected us to beat the Pistons at first. We beat the Pistons. Nobody expected us to beat the Celtics, and we lost to the Pacers again. But this time, not in 7. We lost in 6. The Knicks, that game 1 is gonna forever hunt us and hurt us. We didn't recover from that. I don't know how we did that. I don't know how that player turned into the new coming of Reggie Miller / T-Mac. But shout outs to the Pacers. They did their thing, but I got OKC beating them in probably 4 or 5. OKC might be generous and give them a game, but all y'all people saying Pacers in 6 and 7, y'all gonna look like a bunch of bozos and clowns. But GG's all the Pacers. Duke Ballers, if you even watch this, go get that ring, bro, because it's gonna be the easiest ring y'all ever gonna win. It's gonna get harder. But yeah, pause. But yeah, man, I'm gonna do something different. I got notes here. I mean, y'all might not be able to see. Y'all not gonna be able to see this because I'm gonna have their pictures up. But I want Jalen Brunson to come to my office. I gotta tell you something, JB. I gotta tell you something, man. Look, dude. You had a good year. You hit a game-winning shot against the Pistons. You had a good series against the Pistons. You had a good series against the Celtics. The Pacers series, you had some good games, but you need to learn how to pass the ball more, bro. He don't give me point guard vibes, bro. He gives me shooting guard vibes. Like, dude just shoots and he barely shares the ball. He barely pass. Like, I want my point guards to share the ball. So, in my mind, I just think we need a point guard. We need to get us a point guard and move Jalen Brunson to a shooting guard or something, because he gives me shooting guard vibes. He don't give me point guard vibes. But that's just me. I might sound delusional, but that's just me. But yeah, Jalen Brunson, you had a good year. You won Clutch Player of the Year. You was kind of in this series, but you was balling out. You was hooping in the Boston series, and you was balling out against the Pistons. If it wasn't for that shot that you made, we probably would have lost to the Pistons in game 6. But yeah, overall, you still a good point guard. Nobody can say that you're not a good point guard. A lot of people say you suck, but once again, those are haters and TikTok ball knowledge. It's low IQ, but yeah. Jalen Brunson, I'll give you a B. I'll give you a B. I'll give you a B. A B for the only reason why I'll give you a B is because I'm basing off your overall of what you did, like all your games. But this is right here, drop your grade could have been an A if you would have took us to the finals. But then again, it's not your fault. You need to stop turning the ball over a lot. You turn the ball over a lot, and you got to make your free throws. But other than that, that's why I gave you a B, because the turnovers killed you. The turnovers killed you, and that made your grade go to A to a B. So yeah, I'm giving you a B. Your grade is a freaking B. I'm gonna give you a B. So I'm gonna write a B on you. So yeah, you can leave my office, Jalen Brunson. You can leave my office. All right. Karl Anthony Towns, Cat, come here. Come to my office. Come to my office, Cat. Okay, look. We made a trade. We traded you for Julius Randle and Dante. They went to the Wizards. I mean, not Wizards. They went to the Timberwolves, and we got Cat. Y'all know I didn't like that trade. Y'all know I was upset about that trade. Y'all know I'm not a big fan of Cat. Even when we with the Timberwolves with Anthony Edwards, I didn't like it. Never liked it. Don't know why we got him. Still don't know why we got him. But I get credit due. He had a decent series against the Pistons. He shot a game winner basically against the Pistons. I forgot what game, but he did against the Pistons. He did mid against the Celtics, and he did kind of mid in the Pacers. But then again, if he didn't, he had some games where he just balled out. He's inconsistent, and he's a defensive liability. So, Cat, I'm gonna give you a C minus, bro. You was average. You didn't show me nothing, bro. You kind of showed me a little bit of Julius Randle. You're actually worse than Julius Randle defensively. I'd rather have Julius Randle. At least he plays some type of defense. You don't know what defense is. You get using foul trouble a lot, so yeah, I'm giving you C minus. I want OG Anunoby, the nonchalant. This guy right here is nonchalant. Dude, it's rare to see him smile, but come here, OG. Come here. OG Anunoby. One of my favorite players on the team. Well, OG, some people called you overrated. Somebody on TikTok called you overrated. Say, don't know how you overrated. Nobody talks about you a lot. You're more underrated than over, but it's another story for another day. Some idiot said he's overrated. Some Laker fan called OG overrated. Don't know why Laker fans are talking about you overrated when their team's overrated. Cough, cough. They were supposed to go to the finals. But anyways, that's another story for another day. OG did his thing. He had a good series against the Detroit. He had a nice. He had a nice series against Detroit. He had a pretty good series against Boston, and he had a good series. He dropped 24 last night. He was a leader. He was a leading scorer for the Knicks last night, 24. So OG was knocking down threes, playing solid defense. He was, the defense was kind of bad. I mean, his defense was kind of mid, but OG, you did good. You did more than what I can ask for. You were scoring points. You're not a scorer. You're more of a defender. You're a 3-and-D type of guy. You did your thing. So OG, I'm gonna give you a B. You just gonna get a grade just like Jalen Brunson, man. I'm gonna give you a B. I want Mitch to come to my office. Mitch Robinson, come to my office, sir. Come to my office. Come to my office. See, this guy right here, he's been on the team for 7 years. He's been on this team since we was garbage. He's the longest Knicks player on this roster. Everybody else is new to this team. Mitch been around since the NBA draft type lottery, like the ball draw type lottery. Mitch been around since then. He's been around since the thick and thin. I seen his IG. He saw my IG. Shout outs to Mitch Robinson, man. Shout outs to the Blockless Monster, aka Money Making Mitch. Y'all already know I was a big fan of him, man. Y'all know on my old channel I made a live stream, and that live stream went up, man. Shout outs to my boy Mitch, man. Money Making Mitch. He's making that money. He's gonna get that money this summer. But yeah, he's one of the best backup centers. He did his job. Everybody says he's gonna get injured. He was healthy. Yeah, Gerald, it's crazy. I'm not trying to call you out in this video, but this guy Gerald said, "Oh, he's injury prone." Well, he was healthy this time. See, you're preying on this guy's downfall, but then when I post pictures of Mitch, repost his videos of Mitch, you like future Laker. Don't switch up now. Stay on that side. He does not want to be no Laker. He doesn't F with the Lakers. Nobody does. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Mitchell Robinson did his thing. Y'all know he's not I don't need him to score points. It would be nice for him to score points, but he's not that type of center. He's that type of center to give me boards. Defense, rebounds, and offensive rebounds. He did it all, man. Free throws, he need to work on. But then again, I saw his page. Oh, I let the team down. Mitch, you didn't let the team down. You did not let the team down. You did your thing. And I'm going to give Mitchell Robinson an A+. because he did everything I want him to do. Played some solid defense, got some rebounds, got me some offense and defensive rebounds, blocked shots. He did his thing. The blockless monster, aka Money Making Mitch, one of my second favorite players. See, me and him, we've been through the thick and thin. We've been through the good and the bad, a whole lot of bad. But shout out to my boy Mitch, man. Been rocking with him since we drafted him, bro. But yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Mitch, man. Next player, I want Markel Bridges to come to the office. Markel Bridges, come to my office, sir. Five draft picks for this guy. What's my thoughts on this? Wasn't really a huge fan of Markel. He started off slow, and then he did kind of decent in the playoffs, in my opinion. But my problem is, when you're wide open for a layup, don't pull up for a midi. Just go get a layup. That's what he needs to work on. Come on, Markel. I'm tired of you with these fading. That's all he does is fade away. That's all he does is fade away, but I ain't got really nothing that much to say. Just he did his thing. He's the reason why we beat Boston. He locked down. He was locking defenders down. He was locking down your favorite player on the Boston Celtics. He had a great series. He had a pretty good series against Detroit. He did pretty good, man. 5 draft picks for this guy. Is he worth 5 draft picks? Not really, but I mean, if he was averaging all-star numbers, then that could change. But right now, those 5 draft picks are looking mighty, mighty good for those Nets right now. I'm not going to lie to you, but he gave me some defense. He's a good defender. And I'm giving Markel a C. The only reason I'm giving him a C is because he didn't live up to expectations. So I'm giving him a C+. I gave him the plus because he played defense. He played one of the best defense on the team. All right. Josh Hart, come to my office. Josh Hart, come to my office. I need Josh Hart. Look, buddy. Sorry for calling you a bum, but I don't know what happened to you in this Indiana Pacers series. You was turning the ball over left and right. You probably had a total of 100 turnovers. Like, I'm not even kidding, bro. You was turning the ball over left and right. You, Brunson, and Cat, all y'all. It's like y'all was playing a game called Who Can Turn the Ball Over the Most. I'm pretty sure you won the contest of turning the freaking ball over. Josh Hart, he had a pretty good playoff series. He did good against the Pistons. He did good against Boston. He was grabbing boards left and right against Boston. He was giving us freebies against Boston. He did great. He did great against the Pacers in the Pacers series. And then the Pistons series. The Pacers series was probably the worst series I ever seen him play ever in his career as a Knick. So Josh Hart, I'm gonna give you a freaking I'm gonna give you a C-. You let me down, bud. You did good in the Pistons and the Celtics series, but you laid a big fat egg. You was turning the ball over left and right. Couldn't make free throws in that. You played absolutely terrible. But if you're talking about overall series, I'm giving them a C. If you're talking about just the Pacers series in general, I'm giving you a freaking F. You get an F. You didn't show up. So I'm going to grade you twice. Same with, Jalen Brunson, I'm getting him a C. I'm getting him a C for the Pacers series. But if you're talking about overall, a B. Cat, overall, C. But if you're talking about the Pacers series, I'll give him a C. C- overall, but a C is his final grade. OG, he gets a B overall all the series. And then if you want to talk about the Pacers series, I'm getting him an A. I'm getting OG an A. This dude was scoring points crazy. I'm getting him an A in this Pacers series. He did excellent. I'm giving him an A+. Just his defense. But other than that, I'm getting an A+. Mitch, I'm getting him an A. You got an A+. Overall, I'm giving him an A+ in this Pacers series. He did absolutely great. He gave me offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, and blocks. That's what we need. That's all you need. Work on your free throws. Free throws, I'm giving him a C because he made half his free throws. But He got better when the series was going, but I'm gonna give him a C for free throws. Markel, overall, he gets a C plus. But if you're talking about the Pacers series in general, I'm getting him a C. And then Josh Hart gets an overall C minus. But if you're talking about the Pacers series as a whole, I'm giving him an F. Next player, but yeah, Josh Hart. Sorry for calling you a bum. You need to work on your jump shot. You need to train with that. I forgot what that trainer name. That trains with your jump shot. That teaches you your jump shot. To know your jump shot, you need to train with them. I want you to be shooting jumpers. Like one of my favorite Knicks. Like what Knicks chat always say. A confident Josh Hart is a scary Knicks team. When Josh Hart's hitting shots, the Knicks are scary. But I'm getting him an F. But he gets overall, I'll give him a C minus. But Landry Shamet, come to my office, sir. Come to my office, Landry Shamet. Come to my office. Come to my office. He didn't get that much minutes, but the minutes he got, I loved it. The dude could defend. Don't know why Thibodeau was so stubborn to finally play on our bench. It took him game 3 to realize, oh, I need to play a bench. Imagine if he would have used his bench ahead of time. Things would have changed, but that's another story for another day. But Landry Shamet did his thing. He forced offensive fouls on the Pacers. He shot some threes off the bench. The fans love him. I'm a big fan of him. You can ask Gerald. When we got Landry Shamet, I was happy. Because at first I think he was injured at first. Then I think he went to the G League. Then when he came back to the G League, I was like, oh man, we need to pick this guy up. He was balling out in the G League, playing defense, offense, and that's what basically did with the Knicks. He played some defense, offense. He's a defender. He's an underrated defender. He can shoot the three. And yeah, when he was in the game, it was good minutes. But overall, I'm giving him a B. But if you talk about the alone, I mean, he barely played, so I can't really grade that. But I'm giving him 2 Bs. I'm getting Landry Shamet Bs for the Pacers series and the minutes that he played. Then we got another player, Deron Wright. Come to the office, my guy. Deron Wright. Another player, same with Shamet, barely got minutes, but when he played the defense, he was a defensive anchor, man. He helped my defense out big time. When the bench needed a stop, he got it. When the bench needed a block, he got it. When the bench needed a steal, he got it. When the bench needed a 3-point shot, he got it. He did it. He delivered. When we needed him to guard Hallie and slow him down a little bit, he did it. He got it. He did it. Shout out to my boy, Deron Wright. Another player that we picked up. Another player that I'm a big fan of. Look, y'all. All these Knicks players I'm naming right here did their job. There's like 5 of these players that could have did better, and that grade could have been better. I wanted Brunson to do better. He didn't. Cat to do better. He didn't. Bridges to do better. He didn't. Hart, I wanted him to do better, and he did. Now my 4. Those are the 4 players I wanted to do better, but they didn't do better. So, but yeah, I'm getting Wright a B too. He didn't get that much minutes, but the minutes he did excelente. I mean, he shot bad last game, but again, I don't want Deron. I don't want Wright to score points. It would be nice for him to score points, but his job is the defense. Shaman's job is defense, but if he scores, but he can shoot the 3. We all know Landry Shamet can shoot the 3. Lakers. I mean, not like he didn't play for the Lakers. He played for the Clippers. He was the one that was hooping on the Lakers. I mean, hooping on the Warriors when KD. Landry Shamet, that's the man. He already showed that he has playoff experience. Wright already showed you got playoff experience. He's been tossed around. He's been on 13 teams. Deron Wright been on 13 teams. He's been getting tossed around. Pause. But anyways, I'm getting a B overall. Overall B. And this series alone, a B. All right. Last player. He's known for defense, and he can hit threes off the bench. He usually can guard the 1 through 3. He can guard shooting guards, point guards, and power and some. No, I don't think he can guard power forwards, but that's just me talking. But yeah, just this guy right here. When we drafted him, I made a video. Even Gerald said that was a good pickup, and to this day, he's been nothing but pretty good for the New York Knicks. I want y'all to give it up. I want you to come to the stage with freaking pride. Miles McBride. My dog, Miles McBride, the West Virginia legend. The guy said that the Knicks drafted you because of defense. And he did all he could. He had some games. He had some games where he couldn't stop a nosebleed, and he had some games that he could shoot the 3. What his job is to do is kind of like what Shaman and Wright. Shoot the 3, it's nice, but we need you on defense. And he did it. He did all he could. So I'm gonna give him a C. Miles McBride's getting a C. See, man, Tibbs should have played this bench more, man. But it's another story for another day. But yeah, man. Overall, Knicks beat the odds. Nobody expected us to beat the. Some people had the Pistons beating us in the first round. And then a lot of people had us getting swept and gentlemen swept by Boston. We beat them in 6. And then we lost to the Pacers in 6. But shout out to the Pacers, man. Pacers got pace. Still don't think they're going to be OKC. I think OKC going to BTA them. No amount of sore loser. I'm just keeping it $1.50. Because I always keep it $1 over here. But Knicks had a good season. We're going to be back in the playoffs. I'm not worried about that. Sad that we lost. It would have been nice to go to the NBA Finals. But, hey, like I told y'all, we get better year by year and day by day. So now we got to see. Now I'm ready to see what we're doing for agency. Because, my New York Knicks are going to make some moves. Things are going to change, y'all. Things are changing. I remember when this team used to be the dumpster fire. And we got to be waiting on the draft, the NBA lottery, and the NBA draft. Now I have to get excited about no NBA draft. We really don't need no draft players. We need to get us. I think we need a couple of bench players. And I want me a backup point guard that can defend the 1 through 3. That's what I want. I want a point guard that can guard the 1 through 3, and then some bench players. And we'll be back at it again in the playoffs. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all if y'all been watching. This video is long. Probably the longest video I ever had. Just breaking it down, man. Just breaking it down. New York Knicks, man. Season's over. Proud of this team. We had an okay season. I'm going to keep saying it. We had an okay season. Could have been better, but again, this roster was only to beat the Celtics. Now we got to build a team that can beat all the teams in the NBA. But yeah, it's gonna take a couple of years to fix it. But yeah, man, it's been a fun ride. And yeah, it's been another video of Val's Prime Sports and making it to the ECF. It's been 25 years and we snapped that. So now the next goal is to try to compete, try to be the final 2 teams next year. That's the goal. Every year, new expectations. Don't get too high, like Stephon Marbury say. Don't get too high. Don't get too down. Stay in the middle. I'm staying in the freaking middle. But yeah, this has been another video of Val's Prime Sports. I appreciate all the Knicks fans that's been, doing their thing. Cause there was some days where I couldn't watch the game, but hey, man, y'all did y'all thing, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Knicks family, man. But yeah, man, it's been another video of Val's Prime Sports. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I did my time, I prime. Peace out. Let's go Knicks. Knicks for life, baby. Live and die. Orange and blue skies till we die. Peace out.